Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we we proceed the last lesson, which is chapter number 14, Introduction to Ratio and Proportion. Yesterday we have seen that what are ratio and what are the proportions. The ratio, we revise that what is ratio. The ratio is written as comparison of two quantities. The ratios are comparison of two quantities, and both the quantities must be in same units. That is the very important thing. Both the quantities must be in the same units. Today we learn about how to write a ratio in its simplest form. आज हम ये सीखेंगे किसी भी रेशियो को, अगर कोई रेशियो दिया हुआ है तो उसको उसके सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में कैसे लिखें. जैसे इसके पहले हमने देखा था कि कोई भी अगर फ्रैक्शन दिया रहता है तो उसको उसके सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में कैसे लिखते हैं. आज हम सीखेंगे कि किसी भी रेशियो को उसको सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में कैसे लिखते हैं. तो किसी भी रेशियो को सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में लिखने के लिए हमारे पास दो स्टेप होते हैं. कोई भी रेशियो हमको पता है, अगर कोई एक गिवन रेशियो है तो उस रेशियो में टू टर्म्स होते हैं. एक होता है फर्स्ट टर्म और एक होता है सेकेंड टर्म. फर्स्ट टर्म को कहा जाता है एंटीसीडेंट एंड सेकेंड टर्म इज आल्सो नोन एज कॉन्सिक्वेंट. तो टुडे वी लर्न हाउ टू राइट a ratio in its simplest form. There are two main steps. First step is we find the ratio of both the quantities, and second step is divide the both quantities by that HCF. We divide both quantities by that HCF, then we get the simplest form of that ratio. Like that example के तौर पर हम देख लेते हैं. There is a question, express 16 ratio 24 in its simplest form. There is a question, express 16 ratio 24 in its simplest form. तो इसको लिखने के लिए सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे? We follow the step number 1, find HCF. We follow step number 1, find HCF. So we find the HCF of 16 and 24. So we know that HCF can be found in many ways. First, the one way is by prime factorization, and the second way is by finding factors, and the third way is by stepwise division या step division method. So we find the ratio of 16 and 24. So first we find how to find the HCF. To find HCF we use division method. So we divide 24 by 16. 16 1 is 16 and the remainder is 8. Now the remainder becomes divisor and the divisor becomes dividend. So 18, we divide 16 by 8, 8 2 is 16 and remainder is 0. When the remainder is 0, then the divisor is the HCF of that number. So HCF will be 8. So the HCF will be 8. Now second step, we divide both the quantities. First quantity is 16, second quantity is 24. Now we divide both the quantity by the HCF of both numbers. So how to solve? We write 16 ratio 24, which can be written as 16 upon 24. We divide both quantities by the HCF, which is 8. So we divide 16 by 8 and 24 by 8. If we divide 16 by 8, we get 2, and if we divide 24 by 8, we get 3. So we can write 16 ratio 24 is equal to 2 ratio 3, and this is the simplest form of that ratio. So we can write here, so 2 ratio 3 is the simplest form of that number. Moving on, we know that if we write the ratio, the units of ratio must be same. If the units of ratios are not same, then first what we do? We same both the units. We try to make both the units same, then we can solve further. Like there is an example in exercise 15b, question number 2. Write the given numbers in simplest form, and the number is 1.5 kilogram ratio 750 gram. 1.5 kilogram and 750 gram. Here first unit is kilogram and second unit is gram. But what we have learned, if we want to write this ratio, then both the quantities must be in same units. Here first quantity is in kilogram and second quantity is in gram. So we cannot write this in simplest form. Firstly, what we do? First we convert kilogram in gram, or we convert gram in kilogram. So what we do? We convert kilogram in gram. How to solve? If we solve this question, we write 1.5 kilogram is equal to 1.5 into 1000 gram. Why 1000? Because we know that 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. If we multiply this number, so the number of zeros in 1000 is 3. So if we multiply, then the decimal number will move further up to 3 digits. Will move up to 3 digits. If we multiply this, we get 1500 gram. Now both the quantities in gram, 1.5 kilogram converted into gram and 750 gram also in gram. So now we can write this ratio in simplest form. So what is the ratio? The ratio is 1500 gram ratio 750 gram. To write in simplest form, what is our first condition? Our first condition is to find HCF of 1500 and 750. So HCF of 1500 divided by 750, while multiply 2 times, we get 1500, which is equal to 0. As the remainder is 0, so 750 will be the HCF of both the quantities. So next step, what? The next step is we divide both the quantities by the HCF. If we write 1500 divided by 750, since both are in gram, so there is no need to write gram, which is equal to 1500 divided by 750 and 750 divided by 750. If we divide 1500 by 750, we get 2 and here we get 1. So we can write 1.5 kilogram ratio 750 gram is equal to 2 ratio 1. This is how we write the word. This is how we write the given ratio in its simplest form. So first condition is both the quantities must be in same unit. Second condition is we first find HCF of both the quantities, and third step is we divide both the quantities by the same number, that is the HCF of both the quantities. This is how we can write any ratio in its simplest form. The main condition is both quantities must be in same unit. Like here, if we see another example, which is very, very important, how to express in exercise 15b. There is a question number 4. Express the ratio of 24 hours to 2 days in its simplest form. Here we have to express 24 hours to 2 days. We have to compare 24 hours and 2 days, and we have to write this ratio in its simplest form. How we write? The question is Exercise 15B, question number 4. Express 24 hours to 2 days in simplest form. Here first we see what are the two quantities. The first quantity is 24 hours and second quantity is 2 days. First quantity is 24 hours and second quantity is 2 days. पहला जो क्वांटिटी है वो है 24 आवर्स एंड सेकंड क्वांटिटी है 2 डेज. चूंकि ये दोनों टाइम के ही हैं, क्योंकि ये दोनों जो क्वांटिटीज हैं वो टाइम के हैं, लेकिन इन दोनों के जो यूनिट्स हैं, एक का यूनिट है आवर्स एंड सेकंड यूनिट है डेज. तो फर्स्ट भी हम क्या करेंगे, फर्स्टली वी कन्वर्ट डेज इनटू आवर्स. So the units of both the quantities will be same. So how to solve this question? First we convert 2 days in hours, that will be 2 into 24, which is equal to 48 hours. Why 48? Because we know in one day there are 24 hours, so in 2 days there will be 48 hours. What we do now? Now we express 24 hours to 2 days in simplest form. First we write this in ratio form, then we simplify it. So how to simplify? To write in simplest form, firstly we find HCF of both the quantities. The first quantity is 24 and second quantity is now from 2 days it becomes 48. So now we find HCF of 24 and 48. To find HCF we use division method. So 48 divided by 24, 24 2 is 48, as the remainder is 0. So 24 will be the HCF of both the quantities. So 24 will be the HCF. Now what we do? We express 24 hours, so we write 24 and 2 days become 48 hours, so ratio 48, we can write 24 upon 48 and we divide both the quantities by HCF, then HCF is 24. If we divide we get 1 upon 2. So 24 hours to 2 days in its simplest form, we can write 24 hours to 2 days in simplest form in 1:2. So 24 hours to 2 days in its simplest form is 2. What now? So the ratio. So to write the ratio in simplest form, there are two main steps which we have followed. First the main reason, the main condition is we convert both the units in same. The units must be in same. Here unit of time is hours and here unit of time is days. So the units cannot be different. So if there are hours, then there should be hours. If there is day, there should be day. If there is minute, then second quantity must be in minute. If first quantity in second, then second quantity must be in second. If one is kilometer, then second quantity must be in kilometer. Both the quantities must be same. We cannot write different quantities in different units and we cannot find the ratio in simplest form. Now the first condition is over. The ratio, the units of both quantities must be same, and there are two main steps. First step, we find the HCF of both the quantities, and second step is we divide both the quantities by their HCF. This is how we find the ratio in its simplest form. Moving further,